Everybody has heard of service dogs, so I'd like to introduce you to my disservice dog, who solves problems in some rather unconventional ways. This is Jubilee, and she's the embodiment of chaotic good. She spent the first 2 years of her life learning lots of skills to be a helpful service dog, then was employed as a service dog for the next 5 years, but after a hunting accident forced her into retirement from her dutiful career, she took it upon herself to use the skills she'd learned in service dog school to embrace a life of sin and be as much of a service as possible. Let me give you a few of my favorite examples. A couple years ago, I was sick and feeling miserable. What would you expect a service dog to do? Come and cuddle quietly, right? Well, as a disservice dog, Jubilee stealthily snuck into the office, opened a drawer, pulled out the stapler, and put it under my pillow. Nothing says get well soon like an unexpected stapler to the face. When Juby has big feelings, she'll find some paper like a piece of junk mail or a tissue in the trash can, leaving everything else in the bin and neatly shred it in the floor. If I come home to a pile of shredded paper, I might as well have just received a text that says we need to talk. When my other German wire-haired pointer was a puppy, if he was annoying her and she needed space, she would close the door on him to lock him out of whatever room she was in. Then there was the time I set her up in a pop-up crate on vacation and she started unzipping it, so I told her to leave the zipper alone and left. I came back and she'd surgically undone the stitching to the crate, but the zipper was intact. Service dogs are taught such helpful life-enhancing skills like opening and closing doors, retrieving objects of importance, throwing away trash, etc., but no one ever talks about what would happen if a service dog were to go rogue with their specialized knowledge. Well, this is what happens. You get a disservice dog. Jubilee's version of being helpful often results in more work for me, not less, but she never fails to make me smile.